which is going to give a ton of wave clear. The Lissandra has a decent amount of that as well. And it is a spell shield into all of this engage, but it's not great in Devi. You could just smite the spell shield away on our way in. And you are really making this composition. Both junglers retreating. Looks like, although what we know is...
Yeah, still sticking around. That's the ward to come down. Doran, he needed to know, and now he knows 100%. Now where the Lissandra really shines against the Ahri is eventually, you know, Ahri's trying to dash around a bunch and you press R on her. Or you are yourself, as that's going to be the root. Faker not yet level 6, and waiting for the flash charm is huge from Zeka.
Still doesn't have 6. If you can steal some of these Krugs, maybe. Nope.
I mean, he's going to go in and try to start a trade against a level 6 Vi. That's what he's going to do, is now Zayas flashes in, and Owner's like, well, I guess I'm dead.
He flipped it on the minis.
But like, so much of her position in top lane was there was some lanes should actually get bullied out a bit, but just be able to sustain. But then in the later team fights, was so hard to deal with the constant knockups and sustain and tankiness.
TP.
And a TP here on Aguma, but he has Ghost, so he just presses Ghost and walks away.
I will
not
say,
going to work.
We've hit that point of the top lane matchup where Doran hit level 6 and killed his ultimate, so he gets a ton of free healing and armor pen, so now the matchup feels way better. It's one of the benefits of being those champions. You get a ton of free stats just for leveling up their ultimate ability.
Yeah. He also got...
you know, he kind of got outplayed earlier on with the crazy play from Zeka. But still going to be good as they're looking for the pick here on a Kanavi. The charm comes down, but that is not the easiest target. They're going all in to try to take out Kanavi. It's taking quite a while through the exhaust. Kanavi with the bailout, but finally they do get the kill. But it is going to be Peace who pays his life for that one. Zeka in a bit of trouble here himself. Gets ulted down. Doran with the follow-up, and they do knock down and take out Zeka.
This won't be without a cost, though, as Zayas is unanswered here in the top lane with Doran's teleport, and it looks like first brick will likely go over here as a result with the Grubs, the Boilings here, over to HLE. They can buy enough space for Zayas to get the majority of this turret. Looks like he's not quite going to get it off of this wave, but still a lot of value on the other side. But this play aggressively from Keria does end up working out.
I think that makes a lot of sense. And it's just going to be 1-for-1 in terms of those dragons, and it's going to be an Ocean Soul, which, you know, last game we kind of talked about the sustain. There is champions like the Ambessa and the Rek'Sai who in the longer fights will get a benefit, but with how explosive these comps are, this just feels like a non-factor.
Hayes, he's going to get hand shook as finally the charm comes out, and, you know, just running into so many bits of CC.
Not worth.
Not worth.
Hashtag.
He still has the only gold lead here for T1, as Zayas maybe collapsed on.
Now we got the Paranoia coming in, and a bunch of damage already into the Rek'Sai, and you're not really going to be able to sustain out of this, although you can go through many tunnels, as now we got a TP coming in, and he gets away!
Wow. In this second game.
And T1 just keep making these attempts, these proactive plays, and it's just...
He is not happy with that, as we are going very deep in mid lane. What is going on here? And that's going to be the turret going down, as a massive hostile takeover gets tons of value for Delight. But yeah, this time it's kind of forced from the side of HLE. It looks like they're going to get away with it. You know, this isn't a back-breaking lead. This is still playable for the side of T1, as now they're trying to dive onto Zayas once again. He doesn't have TP this time, but he is going to ult into 3 people and immediately just get feared down and taken out. So Faker will enjoy some extra gold.
That was pretty close, but I like how they dragged him outside of the tower and made sure that when the ult came out, he was clear of it, because I thought that could have been a situation where Zayas escaped, but a good punish there. And T1, we've seen so many attempts this game. A lot of misses, but they are getting some hits now.
Now there's going to be a turret in exchange, but it's a turret for turret plus the kill onto Zayas. We're out of first brick territory, so the fact that HL get it first doesn't necessarily matter. I like that they're giving Paze the money, though. Paze needs the money. He needs to be the scaling late game win condition here. Xayah scales really well, too, and it's Guma Xayah. So we're all very horrified of that, but this wave clear that the Sivir can provide is going to be so helpful for objective setups later on. Speaking of, we have Hanwha Esports starting this dragon first. Faker no ult, but it is coming up fairly soon, but I think Hanwha should have this one on lock. Paze coming over, though. I think they have enough damage to rush this down and get out.
Yeah, no Paranoia, and I mean, Owen is miles away, but even if he was there, I think it's so much for T1 about those big budget ultimates. He might get caught out here.
Just backing on a ward, as that's going to be the spell shield taken out. And another Spirit Rush, and he's just kind of being walked along here. Owner saying, well, There's no real reason for me to try to flash. Might as well just turn onto Zeka. And
cooldown's quite long, and I think the ult's not going to be there before the dragon's taken.
just trying to TP into this one as the Rek'Sai, as now they're looking for the turn, as once again gonna shut down Faker with the flash and the charm. Used in tandem. And we have Ari and Vi making their way down here. As even a spare rush into the brush, they want to make sure that Doran cannot TP out of this one as he tries to go for the public execution, but the CC chain is there, and 400 gold goes
down. You can see the thought process of what they're going for, but in practice, HLE are still the ones with control, and
And this time, I mean, you're going to have follow-up. But Guma just fancy feet. He is going to dodge everything, and now coming in from the bottom side is Zeka. But now Guma frontlining is immediately charmed, flashes away. The bailout is there, but he does not get the reset. 2 kills, goes the way of Pays, and 1 overextension. Immediately Pays will put you in the grave. Delight goes down. That is the quadra kill.
they're looking to end.
And they're looking to push mid.
And it's still 30 seconds on these death timers. I don't think they can end the game off of this one, but they certainly should be able to get a turret and Baron. Like to a Rakan. He just wanted to visit Keria, his old bot laner, but the follow-up CC is there. It's too sticky. I like Kanavi's attempt to try to get the reset.
And then just stepped up at the right time, free hitting for the whole fight.
Uh-oh.
TP coming in. This is
the TP mistakes we have seen in the last couple of weeks at LCK. It is a Rek'Sai though, and they're going to be looking for the Ocean Soul. So T1 have to actually pull off of that and move over towards that Ocean Drake. There's maybe a little bit of a setup here on the objective. T1 waiting in the brush. There it is. The charm gonna catch 2, and immediately down goes Guma. And the follow-up is there as they take out Kanavi as well. HLE just not respecting the engaged potential of this Rakan multiple times in a row. As Delight should be okay, but that's going to be the Drake, and T1 are exploding in this gold lead.
2 fights in a row. It's Keria who finds Guma, Rakan who finds Zaya, and T1 who are finding success in this game. A 6,000 goal lead now in a game which for so much of it they were behind. Now looking for more.
Yeah, nice timing there from Faker. I'm not sure if they should really be going in for this kind of play, but Pays is so powerful. They're trying to take him out with the Rek'Sai ult. It's not quite going to work, as the bailout not going to help out either, and T1 are just compounding their gold. Mistake after mistake, engage after engage, as they keep baiting HLE into these fights.
They're desyncing the death timers here. Now Guma's back, but there's no Zeus, and they can easily retreat.
Original Rakan, when there was no delay between ulting and using your other abilities, how little you could respond to it. And Keria just camping in the brush that they had control warded, so he gets to essentially play original Rakan when he shows up after channeling the ult beforehand. Such an effective tool, able to catch out an AD carry who has that ultimate that grants so much safety. And now a 9,000 gold lead. GA on Pays, he's such a hard target to deal with.
Yeah, now they can just use the paranoia, not for diving the Xayah, not for trading ultimate cooldowns, just for zoning, as they will be able to pick up this top inhibitor, no doubt. Zeka, you know, he's trying to look for something. I think the window is kind of past here for HLE, especially down this much gold, obviously, but yeah, it's just so crazy. I talked about it in game 1, where it's like, HLE, you make one mistake, T1 threaten a game.
Shield is down for Pays. Some sort of miracle here is what HLE need. And this isn't it.
Oh no, Kanavi, not like this. Well, looks like it'll be exactly like that, actually.
Keria?
Down it goes. They're going very deep. The angle here from Keria, as he just is able to bully his former AD carry in the bush. The follow-up with the public execution onto Delight. As now they're trying to take out Alessandra, not a great spot here. Already a triple for Pays, as there is still the potential for a penta, but I don't think he's even thinking about that at that point. As you can see that HLE are not going to give it to him either. T1 just looking to push down mid and end this game in their favor. As they are going to flash on a Keria. They do get the kill, but T1 do not care at all about that. Just trying to stop the backs here and end this game.
Yeah, Pays will just push down the Nexus at this point. T1, game 1 was close with their comeback. Game 2, their comeback is enough. And the series will be equalized at 1-1.
Keria keeps his 15 out of 15, 100% kill participation.